Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock. I'm Barnaby Page with your Solent Sports News headlines. A tournament that has been dead for 29 years will be revamped this year. It's called the Felicima and is due to be played between the European champions and the Copa American champions. It will take place on the 1st of June at Wembley Stadium between Italy and Argentina. St Mary's defender Kyle Walker-Peters has been called up to the England squad for the first time. Joining us live at St Mary's is Byron Goodchild for more. Byron, tell us more.
Well, I'm here on a very sunny day outside St Mary's with the news of obviously Kyle Walker-Peters earning his first England call-up for the international friendlies. He will be joining his teammate James Ward-Prowse in the England side, who currently has 9 caps, who already brings versatility to the side, being able to play both right back and left back. So I'm sure England manager Gareth Southgate will be looking to see how he benefits the England squad. Daisy O'Reilly has more.
Walker-Peters invited to come forward, finding Redmond, 2 in the box here. And Manchester City are breached by Kyle Walker-Peters.
Southampton defender Kyle Walker-Peters has been given his first England senior call-up. It comes after Aaron Ramsdale, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Reece James and Tammy Abraham have all pulled out of the squad through injury. Earlier in the week, we got some opinions on his recent call-up.
I'm Alfie House, Southampton FC reporter of the Daily Echo. Everyone connected with Saints feels that Kyle Walker-Peters' call-up is so deserved. He's been one of their best performers for 2 seasons now, and to do it this year on the left-hand side of Ralph Hasenhutl's defence, on his weaker foot, it's been a marvel. He's so good going forward, but we know that England is so blessed with fullbacks that he's only got this chance through sort of 4 or 5 being out through injury. He's going to have to perform on the pitch for Gareth Southgate to force his way in.
With a host of injuries in defence, Walker-Peters could even make his debut this Saturday against Switzerland, and former Southampton journalist Jacob Tanswell believes this is the right time for him.
I think it's been a long time coming, and it just marks an incredible season really, from being on a bench for the first half a dozen games to becoming Southampton's arguably best player of the season, and he's able to play left back and right back, and I think he's really redefined the role at left back. He's a completely different player to that as a right back. He can cut inside, he can dribble on the outside, and he's arguably one of Saints' most dangerous attacking threats. I think he's more than deserved, and you know, when you look at the potential options going into the World Cup, Walker-Peters can play left back and right back, so that might mean that Southgate can compensate for bringing 2 left backs and 2 right backs, and perhaps bring another attacker into the 23-man squad.
In 28 games, Walker-Peters has got 2 goals and 4 assists, despite playing out of position for the majority of this season for Southampton.
I think Kyle Walker-Peters getting into the England team is deserved. I think Southampton fans know how good he is.
That was the voice of Evan Clem, a Southampton season ticket holder, and he thinks ahead of the World Cup next year he has a good chance of making Gareth Southgate's England squad.
He's just one of those players that the rest of the other team's fans just haven't got to appreciate yet. He can play left back, he can play right back, centre mid, you know, and that's what you need for a tournament footballer, versatility.
I've been Daisy O'Reilly for Solent Sports News.
Thank you there. Byron, on another note, Southampton have revealed their financial information today. So what's going on?
Yes, so as of Sunday afternoon, Southampton released their financial records for the past year, where they posted a tax loss of 13.7 million, which came from testing, safety protocols and matches being played behind closed doors. We all know, obviously, with the pandemic, that these were going to be factors which were taken into account for the losses, which not just had an impact on the Saints, but also had an impact on all football clubs, as the pandemic was affecting everyone, really.
How does this compare to the previous year?
Well, in their previous year, they posted a loss of actual 73.3 million. So when you think about their previous year to this year, they've actually made a very large improvement of £59.6 million.
Byron Goodchild, live at St Mary's Stadium, thank you. A short list of preferred bidders to buy Chelsea is expected to be revealed today. British businessman and fan Nick Candy is the favourite to buy the Blues. However, NBC reporter David Kaplan believes that Chicago Cubs owners, the Ricketts family, would be a perfect fit for the West London club.
They are very, very good people. And I can tell you their goal, if they get this deal done, is to win a championship. They want to win. Tom Ricketts is as fan-friendly as they come.
The new Formula One season started with the Bahrain Grand Prix this weekend, giving the fans an image of the season to come. The reigning Constructors' champions Mercedes have got a lot of work to do ahead of them. Despite their problems, 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton finished third, with newly signed George Russell in fourth, following Red Bull's retirement in the last laps. However, former driver Johnny Herbert, says that there are clear issues with the car.
It looks very stiff. Now, the stiffness is in the spring and the damper and all the suspension. You lose traction in the slower speed corners and also straight line speed. They really suffered. You know, he was under DRS following another car, Lewis Hamilton, and he couldn't pass it.
Hampshire's County Championship preparations have gotten underway despite still being in the middle of March. Handwarmers and jumpers were needed as Gloucestershire closed on 303 for 7 with Hampshire now batting. The home side are on current 90 for 4 and has been a rusty looking batting performance. AFC's Tottenham have yesterday announced the appointment of Jimmy Ball as their new first team manager. The son of 1966 World Cup winner Alan Ball said his initial focus would be on getting behind people, challenging people in the right way and pushing people to fulfil their potential, while reiterating the Stags' ambition to gain promotion this season. Bournemouth's Georgia Hall is on her way to California after her victory in Saudi Arabia on Sunday. Hall won by 5 shots to pick up the first win of the season for the 25-year-old. After heartbreak on the course in 2020, Hall made light of the same competition. And finally, Australia remain unbeaten in this year's Women's World Cup after a 5-wicket victory against South Africa overnight. A captain's innings from Meg Lanning saw her favourites home in the 6th victory on the bounce. Lanning said that scoring runs is just what she has to do at the same number 3 position. That's all from me. I've been Barnaby Page. Thank you.